Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 561 for Comics originally releasing March the 11th, 2020. Before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Wednesday. Drew, do we get some feedback or anything else from the world of comics?
Yeah, we got a little bit from our buddy Jason in Hawaii, who gave us some great on-the-field reporting at the Aloha, amazing Comic-Con in Aloha. Jesus.
I think anything that happens in Hawaii becomes the amazing whatever.
The amazing Comic-Con Aloha. Man. Anyway, it's right here. It's right here in his little message to me too, and I just butchered it. He said, "Thanks for all your hard work releasing my interviews I did at Amazing Comic-Con Aloha last Saturday. Again, thank you, Drew and Kyle, for letting me contribute to your podcast." No, thank you, Jason. We appreciate all that hard work, and we got to cut it up and provide you. I think we did like 6 episodes, splitting it up. I probably split it up a little too much, and probably could have done a little better of consolidating all your work. But I think they turned out good, and people got to share them around, and all the feedback so far has been very positive. So we appreciate it very much that you.
Yeah, so some of the people that were interviewed talking about them on Twitter and stuff like that. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really great. So we thank you for taking the time to do that, and it's, as you'll see from a piece of feedback coming up, it might be the last con of the year. So Josh says, that Corona be killing the con season. What's going on? Should I be worried? Yeah, it looks like Emerald City just canceled or postponed their convention. The South by Southwest has just canceled, and it was interesting to watch in real time kind of unfold as, more and more cases of the coronavirus in Washington. Wasn't that many, like 30 or so, I think, at the time. But that's kind of the location of Emerald City, right? It's in Seattle. Is that correct?
That sounds right, yeah.
I think it's in Seattle. And so you saw more and more creators be like, you know what? I hate to miss it, but I think I'm going to skip this one. And then you'd see, then Dark Horse pulled out. They're like, we really can't send our employees to this at this time. We probably shouldn't do that. And then more and more people started dropping out, and to the point where there was like, I think Chris Sabella said, "I'm going and I'm shaking hands." But there was not a lot of people that were still going to be attending, and it was going to be tough for them to even pull the thing off. And I think it was probably wise for them to postpone it until this stuff dies down a little bit, hopefully, knock wood. And then the South by Southwest, that's a bummer. That's a big deal. You're not going to probably be able to reschedule that, right? That's just canceled, I'm guessing.
I'm assuming, yeah, most of the stuff is just see you next year.
Yeah. So, and then I don't know what's after that, what's coming up in con season. I haven't looked recently at the schedule, but they start hitting one after the other here pretty soon. So that's scary stuff, man. I don't know. Would you like to be in a convention season? When or in the middle of a convention, pressing the flesh when people are coughing and hacking all over the place, and you don't know how serious it is.
Bring it on. I'm pretty much immune to everything.
You're the opposite of immune. Yeah. What is the opposite of immune?
When you're perpetually sick, no illness is too great.
Yeah, I guess you're already infected, so with something all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hope that it dies down quickly, and we can get back to conventions and going to movies and hopping on airplanes and everything per normal. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Matthew asks, "What's the deal with this Punchline? Is she the next Harley, the next Spider-Gwen, or just overhyped?"
All three?
All three rolled up into one?
To be all of those things?
Well, yeah, we've seen some exciting stuff happen on eBay, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely overhyped. She's definitely not done anything yet. However, she also hit at a point where DC print runs for things like Hell Arisen and even the Batman stuff is lower than it's been in a while. So, right place, right time at the moment. So, I mean, the spike's bigger than most other stuff. So, like, this is a bigger spike than like just a Joker's girlfriend type thing. So, if they do something cool with her, she's got a great look. They're pumping the art into her. And like I said, it's got the diminutive numbers on the first appearance. If DC does it right, yeah, they have another Spider-Gwen. Or they have their own Spider-Gwen.
Yeah. Well, that's a good segue into the cover price top 10 list for this week. Our good friends over at Cover Price, that's COVR, PRICE, curate some great...
Without even looking, can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead and guess what number one is.
I'm gonna guess it's probably Hell Arisen 3, and then the second one is Hell Arisen 3 B, and then Batman 89 and Batman 89 B.
You are pretty close. Exact, yes. Number one is Year of the Villain Hell Arisen, number 3, cover A.
Oh yeah.
325 copies sold this week, about $40 a piece. 89
shops just straight up did not put them on the shelves.
Yeah, can't blame them.
Yeah.
Well, you could blame them.
Moving on. See our argument in the previous episode.
Yes, go back to 555.
You know what comes right before 561? 550.
Number 2 was Batman 89 cover A, which was the first quote-unquote cameo appearance.
Oh, my goodness. You've been lampooning this whole cameo thing, but you've been doing that for a decade now.
Don't get me started on that not being a cameo. It sold 200 copies and also averaged around $40. Then we've got something wedged in here, X-Men number 4. Which is the first appearance of Omega Red.
Ain't nobody got time for you, X-Men. Move on.
Yeah. 100 copies of that sold for about $20 a piece.
And there's got to be a ton of those, because is that the series that has the X-Men one with like 1 million copies?
It's very popular. It's the Hickman book.
Yeah.
It's selling very well. So, right? Is this the Hickman series? Or is this the original X-Men from back in the Jim Lee days?
Again, that's literally the question I asked you.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't do any research, and it's not a clickable link. So therefore, I'm out. So then at number 4, we have Year of the Villain Hell Arisen. Number 3, the Federici Ricci variant. This sold 50 copies, also over $40. Then we have the Francesco Mattina variant of Batman 89. Sold 72 copies of this one for around $30. Then we can get out of the Batman business for a second, or out of the Punchline business for a second.
Nah, I think we'll be coming back.
Star Wars: The Rise of Kylo Ren, number 3. We asked recently if that was over. We should jump off the Kylo Ren bandwagon. Well, 46 copies of third issue sold for double cover, so still selling well.
That's awesome.
Todd, the Ugliest Kid on Earth, number 1.
You had these. You were big on this.
I love this thing. It is back on because it's being optioned again because the last option didn't take. So somebody else has optioned it. And then, so it sold 17 copies for about $16 a piece.
Optioned again, you say?
Yes. So option died on the vine and then was optioned again. That's interesting.
And by the way, our X-Men number 4, Jim Lee, 1992.
Yeah, okay. The 8th spot, Star Wars: The Rise of Kylo Ren 3, the Landini variant, sold 27 copies at $36 a piece. Then we have Spider-Woman number 1. This continues to pop up because of the rumored Spider-Woman movie. 32 copies sold, $80. Very nice.
I think our LCS had one of these. They were trying to sell out raw for $100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds about right. And then rounding out the top 10, Ultimate Fallout number 4, the first appearance of Miles Morales. 12 of these sold at an average of $121 in 9.8 graded condition. So there we go. Batman has made a resurgence.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now the haters got rid of Tom King, and now everybody's excited about Batman again, just like that.
And the publisher.
Very much so. Let's see. I think we got an FOC hot off the presses from Eric like seconds ago.
Yeah, let me pull that up because I did not do it earlier.
Did you have the spreadsheet up or the you don't have the email up either?
Yeah, I accidentally clicked off of it and it disappeared, so I have to grab it again.
Well, I could take it from here then.
Grab it real quick.
Let's see. We've got Eric's curated items. He has 3 versions of Batman 92 highlighted. The A cover by Yasmin Putri, the B cover by Art Germ, which is awesome, cardstock, and then a 1 in 25 Punchline variant edition by Yasmin Putri. So yeah, obviously we've got Punchline on the cover for the first time, so it's going to be a big deal. We're hearing rumors that shops are buying hundreds and hundreds of copies of this, going in really deep. I think we're going to have plenty of supply, and I don't know if we're going to have the demand. But I also, since I've already missed out on the majority of this Punchline craze, I'm going to pick up at least a smattering of these just to have them.
No doubt. But more to have
really
than to flip, because like I said, I also think that it's going to be just copious amounts of these just everywhere.
Yeah, and I really like the B cardstock cover by Art Germ. And the 1 in 25 is nice, but I'm not paying $40 for it. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that Art Germ is awesome, and for $3, can't beat it. And for $40, that's not bad on the 92, but I don't know if I'll be reaching for that. If it was somebody other than Putri, I might. Who knows?
Yeah.
There's also things like we've seen the cover B for issue 94. She's on. That is a really good cover.
There were sites that were selling that 1 in 25 for $19, $19.99. Those have sold out pretty quickly.
Yeah, they flew. That was boom.
And now they all seem to be selling over $40 now.
Yeah.
We have Firepower, the Robert Kirkman, Chris Samney book, which is the whole trade is dropping. Is it just being released as a trade?
This is Prelude, so that's leading up. Volume 1 Prelude.
Huh. That's interesting. It's a $10 trade. Oh, okay. Well, he does what he wants. He is Robert Kirkman. And then we have a Dr. Aphra relaunch at number 1.
Yeah, it's popular enough to be relaunched, but not really cared about necessarily outside of the actual comic book world, and especially since her legit first appearance hasn't been that big a deal. But they're continuing to spin her. They like her. So
this is a cover by Valentina Reminar. Not familiar with her work, but she does. It looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe we have also a Black Widow number 1, Adam Hughes cover. That is quite nice.
Yeah.
That Eric has highlighted. So a lot of Batman. He pulled out 6 things to take a look at, 6 or 7, and some nice stuff in there. But now let's see what we think.
And let's start it where we love to start it on FOC. Let's start with Dark Horse. All kinds of Dark Horse stuff.
Yeah, that interesting to see that Bang go to a 3rd printing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very neat. Different cover looking too.
Yeah, we got that Spy Island number 1 with Leah Mitternick doing cover, and it's another Chelsea Kane book. I'm looking forward to this one. Looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, it's an interesting cover. Let's see, anything else in Dark Horse?
Yep, there we have the And then when you get into DC, we have the
So no, okay, moving on to DC.
right, exactly. We have the Batman 92s, the aforementioned Batman 92s, right off the bat.
So not too late to jump on the Punchline craze.
Yeah, you guarantee yourself some there.
Yeah, because if that's a hot book, you won't be able to find it.
Eric, or I think it was Jason, had mentioned that his Hawaii shop told him that Diamond shorted all their 89s and Hell Arisen 3s.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So the boat to Hawaii got hijacked. Didn't quite make it.
All of my guns have been lost in a boating accident. Same thing with my Batman 89s. Lois Lane's on 10 of 12 as it nears its end. Look at that Harley Quinn Criminal Insanity.
I was getting ready to click on that Frank Cho Harley Quinn 72, but you jumped the gun on me. How's it look?
I went to the Joker Harley Criminal Insanity Mike Mayhew variant on that one.
Oh.
That's a really cool looking cover.
Then I'll hop on the
that's
Frank Cho.
That's a blood-soaked shirtless Joker cover. That's pretty dope.
The Frank Cho should be mandatory for all your Easter baskets for your children.
Yeah, that is very cool.
That's very nice. What's Harley doing to the Easter Bunny? Wow. Did you look at the cover of that? The hardcover? The Joker hardcover? Lee Bermejo. That's pretty nice.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. I think I'd seen that before, but nice to see it again.
All right. Anything else in DC, sir?
I didn't get a chance to read that first Strange Adventures yet from Tom King and Doc Shaner. Looking forward to that. It's second issues in FOC. Yeah, that's it though.
All right, let's head on down to some IDW. Nothing really new doesn't look like down there.
It's that Clone Wars thing. Is that like the
Star
whole
Wars
series?
Adventures, Clone Wars #1. They're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All available on the same FOC.
Is that? Well, it's weird, right?
Yeah. This
that's a new thing?
This is a weekly series exploring a time of great upheaval in the galaxy, the Clone Wars. While Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and other Jedi Knights confront Count Dooku, two Republic squadrons must hold their position against an encroaching droid army of the Separatists. Pinned down for the duration, Commander Cody, Captain Rex, and other clones swap war stories that feature your favorite characters from the Clone Wars animated series, such as Padme Amidala, Grievous, and many more. It sounds like they are just through the guise of fire, beside the campfire story, is just retelling the animated series stuff.
Oh, okay. As a weekly,
yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
If you like any of the 501st and any of the clones, this could be neat, but it doesn't look like anything. And it is going to be new canon or breaking ground, I would say. So,
Very nice.
Alright, down to see some image stuff.
What's this Ludacrats? It's Kieran Gillen, Tamara Bonvillain, and Jeff Stokely doing the cover. It's the Ludacris. The Ludacrat is a ludicrous aristocrat. M-rated asterisks and obelix.
I, for one, cannot wait for Joshua Williamson's Nail Biter returns.
Oh yeah,
Nail Biter was awesome. Was something that even for you and I who aren't real murderer / horror people.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I'm not a murder horror person, but this was just so well done that you couldn't help but be enamored by it. I can't wait. They returned with an extra length first issue for $3.99. So not only do they tell a story we write in a way that we like, they launch a series in a way that we like. So kudos. There's no reason not to do it. And if you missed Nailbiter 1, just grab this anyways. Also, there are some awesome hardcovers to catch up on the original Nailbiter series as well.
Man, I need. I bet you they'll do a nice little.
Oh yeah.
I forgot this was Josh Williamson.
Oh yeah, was where I first started liking him.
Yeah, I had forgotten that he was the writer on this. Man, that was so long ago. Feels like it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm down for that. That's cool. Mirko Andolfo's Mercy goes to a second printing pretty quickly. On the Stump goes to a second printing. That was good too. I like that one. I like both those actually. Like Mercy and On the Stump.
It sounds just like some people buying some comics. A lot of things moving good.
The Outer Darkness Chew crossover. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the Chew parts more because I don't know much about Outer Darkness because I don't read it. But it was accessible enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool to see the Chew character again.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people thought the same way because it sold out.
Yeah, I saw something about a new Chew that's CHU Chew.
Yeah, well, I think that's Tony Chew's. That's how Tony Chew spells his last name.
Is it? Okay, I saw that on the cover, so I wasn't sure.
But he has a sister. So the new thing coming out is, I think, Sapphire Chew, maybe?
Okay.
Some sister that we didn't know he had.
Gotcha.
And so she has the same ability to eat and discover.
And they're literally so we're literally going to have to distinguish between the series of Chew and the series of Chew.
Maybe. if that's what are they going to call it? CHU?
CHU, yeah, that's what I saw.
Instead
I thought
of
it was
CHU.
CHU issue 1. I was like, oh no.
That's great. Yes, you're right. That would be kind of confusing for folks. I want Chew. Spell it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we live in the series where, we had...
Die.
We had Ant-Man come out with 3 different series in 1 year, but... Yeah.
True.
Alright, moving on to Marvel.
I'm probably going to take a look at that Black Widow, but I don't know.
Did you see J. Scott Campbell?
Is doing Black Widow too?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been doing every issue of Black Cat.
He's doing everything. We're not getting a look at it yet. And normally what J. Scott Campbell does is after the deadline for the FOC hits, then he'll release it on his website.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the art.
So you can't see it?
Correct.
Right now? So then you don't know what the $1,000 FOC version is?
Correct.
Wow. Can you? Who's throwing $1,000 down for an unknown cover?
Speckers and J.S. Sears.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That'd be exactly who.
Yeah.
Empire Avengers 0. Empire Fantastic Four 0. We excited for these 0 issues of an Empire crossovers?
No.
I don't think I am either. I think I'll probably set this whole thing out again.
And we've gone have we gone such down the rabbit hole with action figure variants that we're now they're changing them up as 2-pack action figure variants?
So is it the same character or 2 different ones?
I'm assuming we're going to get 2 different characters and it's a 2-pack.
So, but they're not going to show us this either.
Correct.
Not even at FOC.
Come on. I know. Normally FOC is awesome because they'll give us this kind of thing. But they ain't giving us nothing.
Well, so it's not even done, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
No reason to keep it back if you had it. There's a second issue of Spider-Man Noir. That first issue was awesome.
Was it nice?
Yeah.
Star number 2 going to a second print.
You can check out the Ashley Witter Dr. Afro #1. Very nice.
Yeah, it's dope. Her and the Snow Trooper helmet there. Well, I'm gonna look at all of those real quick.
Every Dr. Afro cover.
Yep. That one's cool too.
Also have a Taskmaster launching. I like Taskmaster, so I'm excited about this.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we saw him at something.
Jed McKay doing the writing. But yeah, he's doing that Black Cat series, which I like. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
True Believers, Black Widow. Introducing Black. Huh. It's a weird Black Widow.
No facsimiles this week.
No facsimiles. There's Red Guardian, of course, is our other dude from the Widow movie. David Harbour.
Yeah.
Playing him. Another hero that I can see myself cosplaying as. The bearded, overweight,
You got
slightly offensive Russian accent.
Yep. You got that and
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
Yeah.
You got that get that down.
Yeah.
Good.
If only the flu hadn't killed our cons.
You'd be ready to go. So we've got if we're done with Marvel,
Sure.
we've got the artists, writers, and artisans, which has Year Zero issue 1. This has Ben Piercy doing the writing on this with a Carrie Andrews cover, which is really nice cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to our buddy Eric from Cowabunga and James. They released the Cowcast.
Yeah.
And a couple of them now. They're talking about you in one of them, one of the recent episodes.
Gotta check it out.
Yeah, and he said that Axel Alonso, the guy that got booted from Marvel a few years ago, he's part of this publishing.
Nice.
This artists, writers, and artisans, and that it looks pretty promising.
This Year Zero looks good.
It does look really good.
And then we have the Upshot Now magazine #1 as well available, and it will have a sneak peek at Frank Cho's sexy sci-fi adventure Fight Girls. So this may be worth grabbing up for perhaps a preview first appearance if this new Cho thing does anything.
So this is all 4 first issues and sneak peeks of the second issues. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Huh.
And this is a bonus preview of Frank Cho's Fight Girl. I think that's one we haven't seen yet. Maybe, I don't know.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I have to think about that. But it's not first appearances because the first issues have come out, right?
I think so.
This is just
on most of the stuff.
Okay.
But maybe not necessarily. I gotta do some research on that.
It's interesting.
Finger Guns issue 2. Did you read the first one?
I'm trying to think. What's it about? Let me look. No, I have not read the first one of this one yet. No. The Boys is back. Garth Ennis. This one's called Dear Becky. Looking forward to that.
12 years after the events of The Boys.
Of course, I'm not completely finished with the first series, so I should probably knock that out first. Got a new Nancy Drew launching. The last one was so much fun. I liked it a lot. This is Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys. The Death of Nancy Drew #1 from Dynamite. So it looks really good. There's a Red Sonja Andrew Peepoy cover, which I know our buddy Mike Myers is a big fan of. Andrew Peapoy art. He'll be on all over this.
Hmm.
It's a 50 copy cover incentive. Man, they go all out, dude.
Yep.
I like Bob Q a lot. I like what he's been doing. And again, this is the Red Sonja that I thought ended at number 12.
Whoops.
Hoops, still going.
Disaster Incorporated from Aftershock. Joe Harris, Sebastian Perez on art.
Is Joe Harris the one that did that Black Eyed Kids that I like so much?
Great Pacific, Rockstars, The X-Files. I don't know about them.
Then no.
I don't think it's him. In 2011, the worst earthquake in Japan's history and the catastrophic tsunami that followed breached the coastal Fukushima Daiichi power plant, causing the 3 of its 4 reactors. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. We're building off that, apparently.
We got Rogue Planet number 1 from Oni Press. Haven't read an Oni in a while. So this is a Colin Bunn book.
Hey, there you go.
With Andy McDowell. Let's see if it's good, Colin Bunn.
Ooh, we got a Kyle Strom cover.
Oh, really? There you go.
Yeah.
It might be worth checking out. And I think that's all I had in the FOC. Well. But that's plenty.
Yeah, no kidding. Plenty. All kinds of things here in the FOC to jump on, especially if you don't want to be missing out. If you missed out on the first wave of the Punchline stuff, like pretty much a lot of us did, and you can at least have a few things of her with that.
Do you need to
92 or whatnot?
Do you need to increase your order for this at all?
I'm good.
You're good? You're good. All right. Well, with that being said, let's slide over and do our sneak peeks at next week.
Yeah, since we already covered all of our top 10s and all of our secondary market stuff on cover price, head on over to previewsworld.com, find our new releases, find 31120, and let's start where we love to start. Let's start in Image. Decorum number 1. Jonathan Hickman, Mike Huddleston. Very cool looking covers.
I think we had this conversation, but does this mean he's not going to finish Black Monday Murders then?
We've decided that probably not, or else it'll be something that pops back way later.
Yeah. Oh, we got another death in Manifest Destiny number 42. Killing off my boys. Got a Snot Girl sighting from July of 2019.
Dang.
Good to see. Good to see.
At least it's coming back, though.
Yeah. And then we have the debut of Stealth. And is that?
Mike Costa.
Mike Costa.
Yeah.
I think I read the preview pages in the back of something. It looked okay.
Yeah, it's the one that created by Robert Kirkman and Mark Silvestri.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I had in Image, and I have nothing in Dark Horse.
Yeah. Well, that was very quick of you, but yeah, nothing going on there.
And I have nothing in IDW.
IDW, we've moved on past that. And TMNT ongoing, going to it's issue 101, going to a second print. So continuing some of the 100 pub, even through that. We get into DC, and of course, the question is, do we care about the second printing of 89?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course we do.
Okay. So we still want to make sure we get the second print. If we couldn't get the first one, we want to make sure we FOC our stuff for 92. So at the very least, we're not left in the complete dust. We just weren't the first wave.
I mean, does DC
do extra covers? No, they just make them orange.
But I mean, okay, so the editor at DC over the Batman line, he reads Tynion's book, and he says, "Oh, you've introduced a new girlfriend for Joker." does nothing in this editor's head or Tynan's head at that for that matter say, hey, you know what? This could be a Joker's daughter situation from not so long ago that people were excited about.
Mm-hmm.
We should let the retailers know.
I believe this is why we fired a gentleman for DC.
But I mean, well, it's not the publisher's fault. It's the editor that didn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the publisher can't read every book that is published when they're putting out 100 books.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the editor of the line and the assistant editors and the damn writer himself. You know, he's on Twitter all the time.
Yes, sir.
And usually when
I knew this would come into a way that you could just put a
Slam
moratorium
Tynan.
on Tynan. Yeah.
Yeah. And he, you know, he says other things all the time. So why can't he just say, guys, something pretty, got a new character coming. You might want to get on board. FOC's coming pretty soon.
Is that the kind of thing you want from a creator? Is to be like, haha, forget these 3 books coming out, but man, that 4th one, ho ho, I actually did something on that one.
Yes. Yes. Do that. Do that. It's gonna be big. You're gonna have trouble finding it if you don't pre-order it.
Gotcha.
If not the creator because he's an artist or whatever, then the editor who is not. He's a cube minion. So that's their job. Their job needs to be to pick up on this crap, elevate it to marketing, and get it in the eyes of the retailers so that they know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Soapbox done. Drew out.
Drew drops the mic. We'll pick it back up for the rest of the podcast, sir. And we have a very cool looking Batman and the Outsiders number 11 cardstock Del Auto variant of our good friend Ra's al Ghul. A nice sideways cover. It's really cool looking. I love it.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure I've got that facsimile detective coming. I can't wait to get my hands on that and read that one. That'll be fun. I've never read that story, so that'd be cool to have the facsimile.
Yep. Your girl Joelle Jones with a really nice Catwoman 21 cover, and then there's a cool cover B as well.
Where is this? Who's this?
Catwoman 21 and Catwoman 21B.
Oh, okay.
We got our Dollhouse line with its penultimate issue.
Again, 4 was a perfect ending. A perfectly creepy ending to Dollhouse.
But we have 2 more.
And I thought, oh wow, that was really ballsy way to end that series, the way he did. It's just like an episode of Twilight Zone or something, and it was really cool and creepy. I was like, man, that was great, and I did not realize that there were 2 more issues.
That's awesome.
Again, I don't pay attention. Dang it.
Here we also have You're the Villain, Hell Arisen, issue 3.
Yeah, you got to do the twofer, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you think? Okay. Knowing our LCS owner like we do, not our local LCS owner,
none of these will hit the shelf.
Is he going to pull the second printings off the shelf as well?
Yeah, he's already made some promises to the people he didn't give anything to the first time that I got some more coming in. I'll make sure you get one of those.
In second print.
Yeah.
Such a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I had.
All right, let's head on down to Marvel. We have the Amazing Spider-Woman 41 Brown Spider-Woman variant, which is the Ryan Brown Spider-Woman variant, not the Brown Spider-Woman variant.
Just in case there was any confusion.
Yeah. It's not a new character. So we have Cable number 1 Black Blank variant. So where we have the blank covers, now we have the black blank covers.
So you have to draw on it with the silver Sharpie?
Yeah, or perhaps it's those color graph things where you just kind of scratch off the black and it'll have chromium underneath it. Who knows?
Oh, well, that'd be interesting.
I completely made that part of it up, just FYI.
Okay.
Cool little Scotty Young cover. But if you're going to a con and you're a cable guy and you've got a creator that put a nice dope signature in a silver Sharpie on that black, that's going to look really nice.
Yeah, but don't black covers usually come in dinged
hard
up
to get
enough?
A 9.8. Super hard to get a 9.8.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Go ahead and Stacy number 205. If you are Adam Hughesing it, you're going to want that cover.
Yeah, that first issue was pretty good. I liked it. Jessica Jones Blind Spot is great. It's almost over. I hope they keep doing these.
Mm-hmm.
These are as good as the Bendis books were. They're really good, fun stuff. It's just, you know what it is. It's like detective stories, and since she's like a private eye, so she's investigating, and it's kind of like what you want Batman to do. You want Batman to do more detecting and less, punching Galactus in the face.
There you go.
Wrong publisher, but you get what I was trying to say.
I understand.
And so it's kind of cool, back to basics sleuthing.
There you go. All right, I'll tell you what I'm excited for, Drew. I'm excited for Star Wars Bounty Hunters #1.
I know, because you love Boba Fett.
I'm not a big Boba Fett, but again, I've been caught in the Star Wars vortex for the last couple months, so all this cool stuff is on here. So we got Nakano Lash on the front, along with Bosch and Boba Fett. So tell me a good story. So I'm in for a good bounty hunter story.
I think this is going to be huge, really, because we're coming off of Mandalorian.
Yes.
And we're coming off of the Kylo Ren, which has been super hot.
Yes.
So it just makes sense to me that this would be a hot book right off the shelf.
And we want that Boba Fett B.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know. I'm sorry. There was supposed to be a question at the end of that.
Oh, okay. The Andrews, the Carrie Andrews.
Mm-hmm. The Carrie Andrews.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I like the A, but that is nice.
If you were making the call, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get the A.
Oh wow, this is one instance where I disagree.
Yeah, all Boba all the time.
Yeah,
because he looks like the Mandalorian.
Yeah, the heat on the Mando, absolutely 1,000%. Rise of Kylo Ren. We talked about 3 still being on the way.
Yeah.
By golly, here's 4. Run out and snag it. There's no reason not to. Especially maybe they'll end it on something really dope. So, not that.
Or he'll just disappear and fade.
No. Something will happen.
Maybe he'll just give her a kiss and then just disappear, and that's it.
You done?
Spoilers. That was dumb.
We have, man, I'm already not sure what I'm going to do as my pick of the week, and we're all halfway through Marvel.
I know, right?
Written down 4 things.
I have 4 things written down, too.
Jeez.
At least I'm writing it down this time. I'm not totally lost.
We're not going to... Can somebody vamp while I try to figure out what I want to do? But
what was that thing I was going to do?
Yeah, no doubt.
So now we're in Dynamite?
Anything else from Marvel?
No, I'm not. I'm done.
What is the... Oh, it's another dumb... Never mind. Down to Dynamite.
No Boom either. I mean, I like Ghosted in L.A., but it's on issue 9, so... Yeah. I dropped BB Free. I don't read that anymore.
Dude, Red Mother 1 is on a 4th print.
Yeah, it didn't connect with me.
Yeah. All right, let's look at some of our smaller publishers.
It's interesting since they moved the additional publishers out of the back half into the premier slots, quote unquote. But it seems to be like less and less stuff to choose from.
North Bend from Scout Comics. Ryan Ellsworth, sorry. I added a Y for no real reason.
Tula Lotte covers. Really nice.
Yeah. In the not-too-distant future, the U.S. is at war against Russia and its own people. The country is on the verge of economic collapse and political revolution. Sounds familiar. Despite desperate to regain control, the CIA recruits Seattle DEA agent Brendan Krug to test an experimental mind control drug on unwitting Americans. Interesting. And that Tula Lotte's nice.
Yeah. Sweetheart is Action Lab. I tend to steer away from Action Lab. You might like them. They kind of blend together for me, and I don't tend to check those out anymore. Yeah. We got the second issue of The Man Who Effed Up Time.
Hey, there you go.
That was a good call by you because that first issue was great. Really liked it a lot. But I think that's it.
Yep, that's it. So, Drew, this is the point of the podcast where I ask for your pick of the week. What's the one book, maybe 5 books that you go back and you make sure you go to your LCS? This is not the week to skip out on your LCS. Blast some 311 on 311 day and go to your LCS next Monday. And what do you pick up?
I wish I could get that tune in my head right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of how it goes. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Hell Arisen 3 second print.
Nice.
Because the cameo is not really a cameo, so I'm gonna steer clear of Batman 89.
There you go. And I am torn between 2 Star Wars books, and I'm going to take the easiest call in Kylo Ren number 4.
Wow! I thought you'd go Bounty Hunters 1 for sure.
Yeah, that was the other one there. Again, like I said, I wrote a lot down, a lot of reasons to go in to your LCS, a lot of reasons to contact your local comic store that does FOC to make sure you get on the lists. To get the FOC cutoff stuff for that 92 and you don't miss that boat. If your local does not do FOC or anything like that, reach out to Cowabunga. Eric will hook you up, put you on a list, and mail these to you if need be. We think there might be something, at least enough there, that you don't want to miss the second train leaving the station. So, but again, a nice day for comics, a nice conversation about comics on the rise, and a lot of things going to a second print. Industry looks healthy and good, and we love to hear that kind of thing. So, if you picked anything else out of this giant gap of awesome stuff that comes out on March the 11th, be part of the podcast. Tweet us, Instagram us, Facebook us, email us, yes. All the other things us. Be part of the podcast. Tell us if there's something we missed in this and you think is a good thing. Or if you disagree, tell me why you don't think any of these are worth a darn. Let us know. Or if you were lucky enough to pick up any of the first run on this Punchline stuff, let us know, because I love it when people that listen to us were able to catch the wave, because I've been just angry looking at eBay listings for 6 books for $200 because it's driving me up the wall. Oy. Anyways, so thank you so much for Drew and for myself. See ya.